Okay, so this next part of the video, I'm going to have to rip out my dash for all of these cabling. So basically, I know it's a big job, not really interested in doing it, but it has to be done. I want my Alderson here in the car, which I do need because the way the Golf works, it's got its own system that you can't plug an aftermarket unit into. Although there are a few that do work with it and things, they're expensive. This was my best option. So this is going to be underneath my passenger seat. We're going to have the cabling going to it from the original head unit. So this goes from the original head unit. It's got the power. I think we've got ground in there as well that could run. But it goes in between my cabling for the standard head unit, speaker outputs, and then go into this little device here. And then that goes into this for audio. So I have to rip my dash out to hide all these cables, unfortunately. And once they're all in, at some stage I can put in this Alderson in properly so it's nice and installed and not just sort of floating around on Velcro, because it weighs quite a bit. I'd like to say probably about 2 kilo. It's not light. It's quite a weighty device. It might be a kilo, but it's not light. But it has its own remote, as you can see on here, which would be nice. A few little bits and pieces. But without further ado, let's get this. Let's get further on and get this stuff installed.
You make this sucker shit up.
Up until this point, I've been running on a single power cable. So I put 2 power cables in the car originally, but I've only been running on the one because I grounded it to the chassis. And after I ran my ground cables directly to the battery and not through the chassis, the car gave me a lot more power to work with. The problem was, while still running on one cable, because I still hadn't put the second one in properly, it done this to the fuse. Now it hasn't blown, but it was on its way to. I was hitting the 200 amps limit. That's just from my Golf. So the Golf standard charge ability, sorry for all the reflection, the Golf standard charge ability should be around about 200 amps. This is without the extra battery as well. So now at this point, this is why this fuse is out. I'm running on 2 fused power lines. They fuse on about 250 amps each on each line, with the battery in as well. So in theory, if there was a problem, 250 amps would, in a sense, pass through it before it blew. So that's the idea. But yeah, this didn't stand a chance. There was no electrical problem, so it done its job. But yeah, it was on its limit. Just thought I'd show you that. But as you can see, it's got pretty hot. And again, it was also in the engine bay, which didn't help. Hi guys, so I've got here a box of sounding in and a few little bits that I need for my sound system. So just gonna unbox this. This thing, by the way, is severely, very, very heavy. The minute you stick sound deadening in, if you've got any hope of your car being fast, let me tell you something else. It's not happening. Here's my sound deadening. That's a lot of sound deadening. It is not right either. It weighs a ton. Hey guys, so what I'm doing at the moment, so as you see here, these are my power cables on this side. Just cutting this with obviously my blades to put these terminal ends on. Need to order some more shrink wrap. As you can see, I've done down here already some of the cables. My black ones as well down this side. If you want to know what I was doing at Modern Hats with my sound system, I had one of these cables run directly straight into my amp at the back of the subs, and I was running them off that grounded to the chassis, which was awful. It gave me an output probably around about 700 watt, so it wasn't really great. It's done for the show. I had some sound coming out my car, but now I've grounded it properly grounded. I definitely hit the 200 amp and destroyed the fuse almost. And up front we have the one power cable that was actually connected, already done and finished. Since then I've done the ground cables. It did make a difference, but I had to take everything off obviously to heat shrink this one. I didn't get around to doing this one, so I'll probably get this done at some point today, maybe. If not, it'll have to be in the weekend. Also, my two fuses are down here. They've now got 250 amp fuses in them after that. So now I know I can push 200 amp. There was a problem. I should be able to blow at 250 amp, especially with the extra battery in there now as well. Yeah, that's it. So I was at more than that. So as I say, I had one power cable. It was grounded to the seat belt. I had to sand back some of the galvanized metal in order to do it. I would never recommend it because I had problems with my radio system.